Good morning, guys. Last day of the week because tomorrow you're off. So for Good Friday, so you're going to have a 3-day weekend, and I hope that you guys have a very happy holiday and stay safe. Just remember, take care of yourself because that virus is still rapidly moving. So we need to be careful. But today we're going to talk about salesmanship, retail, and 987, and then 988 is going to be about advertisement. So I'm going to do these lectures together because they're very short, and there's not a lot of work in these. That's why I gave those together, and you'll have the test on Monday, okay, guys? So just remember that. The info sheets are on your Google Classroom under topic 900, as well as you'll have my lecture. So you guys should be making hundreds on this. It's really easy. Just remember your receptionist area when we're talking about retail and salesmanship. Your receptionist area should be very neat. It should be attractive. It should be appealing and very comfortable. That's the first thing that people see when they walk in the door. So you got to really spruce it up. You got to make people feel welcomed, okay? The receptionist, like we said before, is one of the most important people in there, and they're going to direct traffic in the salon, and they're going to play a major, major role in how smooth the day will operate. Now, your retail shelves should be displayed right in the reception area in the front, so people can see it when they walk in and people can see it when they're leaving, okay? Much easier to sell product if they can actually see it. If they can't see it, they're not going to buy it, I promise you. They're not going to order it. If you don't have it, they're not going to buy it. They'll go somewhere else and get it because clients want stuff now. Most clients seem to be very impulsive when they buy based on emotion. So if you don't have it, you're not going to sell it. It's that simple. Have it up there up front. Have it where they can touch it, they can feel it, they can smell it. All these are very important with product. Now, the way the client has opportunity to try product before is for you to actually use it. If you're not using it on them, so like when you wash their hair and they smell that beautiful aroma of that shampoo, most people don't even care what the shampoo is. They just want that one. They don't even know if it's good for their hair, but they want that one because it smells good, But we also want to remind ourselves that we're not just selling product to get it in their hands and make money. We're trying to sell product that's going to be beneficial to them so that they continue buying it because they see the results afterwards. So that's very important. Know your product. What works for one person doesn't always work for another person. Now, when you're putting your product on, you're going to be able to purchase your products at wholesale prices, and then you're going to put them on your shelves at retail prices, meaning depending on the product, you're going to mark that product up 50 to 100% in order to gain a profit off of it. This is how you make money. So a large percentage of your retail should be part of your income, okay? And so the amount of retail that you're going to have is, of course, sort of like the stylist. Remember what we said about that? The size of the salon is the size of the style, is how many employees you'll have, and the same thing with retail. Retail is also determined by the size of the salon. Now, remember that any business that sells services, you also sell time, okay? So stylists are selling their time and their expertise, but you guys, when you're doing product, you're selling a product that's off the shelf. Now, your nonverbal communications is the way you act, okay? So let's talk about that. If you are rolling your eyes, if you are not showing a smile, if you are just like huffing or throwing your head back or not paying attention, all these nonverbal communications are going to be sought well. So as you're speaking to them, as you're trying to sell your service or sell your product, you need to be looking them in the eye, okay? You need to know what you're talking about. This is very important. And make sure that your body language is telling that client, you are the most important person in the room to me today. Okay? At this moment, you're the most important. You're the only person that matters. I'm going to pay attention to you. I'm going to talk to you. It's sort of like when you go to the doctor. When the doctor comes into your room, it is not just him coming to the room and telling you what's wrong and walking out the door. No, you make him stay there, and you make you feel like you're the most important person. Not the 30 other clients that he overbooked and put in there and is trying to rush through your room so he can make another dollar and make his, cool million that year. But whenever the doctor comes into that client's room, that client needs to say, nope, I paid for this visit. I'm not paying 60 to 80 to $100 for 2 minutes of your time. You're going to stay in here as long as I need to figure out what's going on, and I want to talk about it, and you're going to talk to me back. And that's the same thing when people come to get their hair done and people come to buy product. Guess what? You need to answer their questions. You need to feel that they're important, and you need to make them feel that they have the knowledge to go home and use this product. So they're the most important thing, and your body language should show that as well. Okay? So what you do and how you say something is often more important than actually what you actually came out of your mouth. Okay, so if you act like you don't care, they will pick up on that, and guess what? They're not going to buy your product. They're going to walk out the door and go somewhere else, spend their money elsewhere. Make them feel important. Make your body language show that as well. This is extremely important, okay? Extremely important. So do not hesitate on that, because that will really screw things up. So just remember all those things, and you should do very, very well on your test, okay? So let's move on to 988, which is going to be advertisement, okay? So a satisfied client is the best form of advertising, okay? Because she will refer more people to your salon. And more so today, satisfied clients are more and more important, because today versus in the past, today we have 100 times the social media out there. So whatever social media that you are currently using, you can be guaranteed your clients are using, and they are posting the reviews, and people read them and believe them. Whether the reviews are true or not, it doesn't matter. It just takes one bad review, whether it's true or not, to turn people off from going to see you. Because if they have friends, they will trust what that person says, whether it's true or not. They could be just mad at you and just want to destroy you, or it could be jealous of what you have, and their reviews will do that. So social media plays a great role in our advertisement, and it plays a detrimental role in our advertisement. I've had that done to my salon before, and I did figure out exactly who it was. And this is that time when we have tanning, and this person was talking about our salon, and everything that they said was untrue, because number one, they couldn't even tan at our salon without going through our computer system. This person was not even in the computer. They'd never been to our salon before. And what I did find out was they were good friends with another tanning salon down the road, with the owner of the tanning salon down the road. So they were putting up fake reviews. They had also mentioned some stuff about employee turnover and stuff like this, and we had had the same employees for 5 years. So, there was a lot of untruth to what they were saying. But again, sometimes you can't take those down. Yelp doesn't always let you take them down. And that's why, you have to be careful about, having too many social media outlets out there, because they can be your detriment as well. Now, as a general rule, advertising budget should not exceed 3% of your gross income. So you have to make sure that you're advertising in the right places, and not all the time can you advertise on social media and get what you want. There's been times where I advertised on Facebook as well as Google, and they were sending out advertisements that were 300 miles away. Well, no one's gonna come 300 miles and drive 300 miles to go tanning or to get their hair done. They're just not gonna do it. Okay, so you gotta make sure that what you're paying for is reaching the clientele and the prospective clients that you want to. Make sure that you're well advertised during the holidays and especially yearly events. Especially around prom and New Year's Eve and weddings and stuff like this, so that you can gain those clients as well. The goal of advertisement is to reach the most people that you can reach with the least amount of money, okay? So, back in the day, everybody was advertising through these things called Mr. Coupons or advertisement in newspapers. Well, no one looks at those anymore. Everything is online. Everybody used to advertise in phone books. That cost a lot of money. Back in the day, you used to pay $400 a month to advertise, to have an advertisement in the phone book. But again, that's a waste of money today, because no one has a phone book and no one uses a phone book unless you're of the older generation, and no one looks in the back anymore. I mean, before, a phone book was almost 1.5 to 2 inches thick. Now a phone book is like Tiny, 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 tiny. Because everybody looks up everything on the computer. They have their computers in their hands. They walk around with their phones. So ways that you can advertise is by your own retail space and window signs on the windows or signs outside. You can do direct mail, but I would not advise it in today's world. Email is still a great way, but again, some people just kind of delete everything that comes through. You can advertise through Google. You can also advertise on Facebook. You can do different advertisements sending out on Instagram and Snapchat. But again, then you're only reaching people that are generally on your social media at the time. Website offerings are really good. Promotions are still great. And promotional giveaways are still great, like pens and magnets and stuff like this, especially when you have stylus pens and stuff like this. They're really great if they have your name and stuff on it. You can always give those out. I'm still a believer in business card. You should have a business card on you anywhere you go. I don't care if you're going to a family picnic. You should have business cards on you to give to somebody. Somebody's there. Here's my card. Here's my card. Here's my card. You should never leave your house without a card, okay? Because you never know when somebody's just going to like going through stuff like, oh, I remember them. They were at that party. Let's give them a call. Maybe we'll go see them. Television is probably the most expensive way to advertise, and can be effective and may not, because not many people watch TV for say anymore, as they stream everything and or they have it downloaded on their DVR. So like me, I hate commercials. I never watch them anymore. I DVR everything or stream it, and that way I avoid spending half my life watching a commercial. And you can also consult with hairstylists about co-op advertisement, so that if you have somebody else that's renting a booth and that's in your salon, maybe you can even join up with them and you guys can split some advertisement. And so that brings them to you guys as well. So guys, that's going to be it for the lecture today. Your test is going to be on Monday. I hope that you guys have a happy and wonderful holiday and get some rest. You guys have been working hard, and I hope that you continue working hard. Remember, your projects are also due on Monday by noon, and make sure you guys are checking in by noon, okay? All right, guys. Miss you a lot. I hope everything is going well. If you have any questions, I'm available till around 3 o'clock today, because we do have 3 o'clock out today. And then after that, you guys got a nice long weekend. So enjoy some of this sun if you have some sunny weather, but stay safe. Don't go out and about. And if you do go out and about, make sure you wear a mask and stay protected. Okay? All right, guys, miss you. Take care, and we'll talk to you again later.